Hi guys, welcome back to Industrialcraft. We're on part 8 now. All I said before in the last episode, I wanted to do... I've actually got a few ideas. Induction Furnace and Macerator. I'm trying to think if we can connect those two. And I'm also trying to think... It may be a mistake to try and do two things in one video, but I'm going to try anyway. Because even if I don't manage to do this video, I can sort of do it in the next video. We've got... like the Mass Fabricator. I wanted to try and do that whole process of creating UU matter. So I was trying to think. It doesn't actually matter what you put in the recycler. The chance is always the same. I think we might be able to charge it with a redstone engine. So we'll try that maybe. I think if we just take a torch as well, that might do it. We need some chests, of course. We're going to need a... It's funny, when you do that, wooden, even though that is the spelling of it, it's something which I surely should have looked at in my... You know, because this does have wooden in the name. But if I capitalise it, does it work? Why is that? That's an interesting one. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything hugely interesting there. So, yeah, I mean, these are new pipes as well that we've got here. I haven't actually used the emerald transport pipe. So I need to look into that. We're only going to be really using converting, moving around items though with this. So diamond's obviously going to let us do multiple directions. Iron, cobblestone, stone. I'm not sure there's much difference. There's a slight difference as I recall, but I can't remember exactly what it is. I will look into that probably. Well, I will. You know, these things I will do look into. Different kinds of pipe wire as well. Yeah, I still wanted to do iron. That's what I said in the last episode, so I'll just do that. Yeah. So the first thing I did want to look at was the induction furnace and the macerator. Because the thing about induction furnace and macerator is they sort of work in sort of tandem with each other. I think that can also accept a signal from an MFSU as well. Let's see if it can get a straight one. I'm going to use glass. I'm going to use glass fiber cable because obviously, if you watch the whole of my last video, you'll see what it was. I talked about sort of, what was it, asynchronous data packets, I suppose, and it was something which was a bit strange. But I wonder. Let's just power it up. And I may as well try and get both of these now. Probably took a bit too much cobble there, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a huge deal. This light is a bit in the way. No, you see the other ref lamp can take care of it almost. But even so, I probably want to put another one up. Yeah. Let's just put one on the wall. Just prefer a bit more light than this. So yeah. I think there is sort of cooldown time, because you see that should, I mean, in theory that could have broke if I'd done it. I'm not sure what the cooldown time is. Induction furnace does cook things, doesn't it? But we need to use the macerator first to actually get the things that we want to cook in the induction furnace. That's kind of how it works. We may as well just charge it up anyway. I always forget the bottom one is charging. It doesn't take it exactly. It doesn't take it exactly then. So it is maybe a medium one. All right. It seems like not that much stuff really does take it exactly. All right. I think if you just deselect it, you might be able to get a second click on it. No, maybe not. There we go. It seems to always work like that. So let's just see if we can fill it with juice now. I don't know why. I don't think I like the inventory being full. Should be okay now. Yeah, things seem to be okay. So let's go into recipe mode once I'm in survival, that is. Unless you remember this time. And what I'd like to do is look at... there's no way to actually look at all the Macerator recipes, which is kind of what is it's interesting to look at. If you do that, it just gives you the recipe for the Macerator, which isn't much use. So we look at, say, tin, though. You can see how that, I mean, that's the powered furnace. Ship crafting is fairly standard. Smelting, alloy furnace, slag furnace from factorization. Kind of sucks it doesn't have the induction furnace. You'd think that would be a... but of course, that's not what you put in there. That's why it doesn't have it. You put in the dust. Right? So now we get the stuff we want. So we do that. If we do a tin ore, we obviously double it. But I'm not too... You got 1.55% you're getting from a scrap box. Yeah, the scrap box thing is kind of interesting. So what I'd like to do then is to try to automate this procedure in the same way that I'm going to try and automate the recycler and the other procedure. So I believe you put something in the top here. If you actually put a cable going into the top, it's gonna happily accept it. You can't use one. You can't use a power cable like this, but you can use an item transport cable. Now, the important thing to understand here is that I'm going to do it around here. So basically, I'm going to have a load of... Let's try and keep it simple for now. Let's just get a chest out. And to be honest, this stuff, all this cobble is just going to be for scrap, basically. That's the only reason I got it, and it's really a waste of time even getting it. And it's a waste of my inventory. But what I want to do, if I put, yeah, I mean, if I'm going to have this here, then I'm going to want to do things in a parallel sort of fashion. So I have two rows here. I'm going to want to be side on to both sets. Now what's going to happen is the macerator is going to do its stuff in this area. Then after that, the dust is going to go into the top of this, and that's going to be that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to get onto that. Sorry, does the macerator do the ores? I can't remember what the macerator even does now. I can't even fucking remember what the macerator does. That's so noobish. But I really can't remember what it does. I'm sure you just put ore in it. Let me just put it down and just check what it does. Yeah, I'm not gonna actually power it with an energy cell this time because I've been using that a bit too much. There's the wrong thing. No, it's not even gonna let me do it like that. Alright, fuck this then. Ah dear. Right, so let me just let me power it with a, you know what, I'm just gonna use a bat box for now. I think when you use this stuff for the first time, well, it's hardly the first time, is it? I sure got a lot of stuff around. Okay. So I'm not gonna daisy chain it or nothing. I'm just gonna use, what cable should I use? I'm just gonna use copper cable. Sometimes copper cable is really the best cable. Alright. And I'll just put some batteries in there. Alright, da-da-da. Alright, whatever. Yeah, so why doesn't it list it? That's the thing. It's like, I know that that's what you do, but it doesn't fucking list it. It's so annoying that that's not a part of NEI. You can actually return in the alloy furnace. There's a lot of ways actually to get iron in the alloy furnace. Anvil gives you 31. It's not a huge surprise though, really. Anyway. So anyway, the point is, this iron dust is coming out, right? I'm curious actually what happens now. Let me just get rid of this. I'll get rid of that for now. I'm gonna do that stuff. So basically, I'm curious how to actually extract this stuff. I wonder if I get it out of here. It's easy just to type in pipe most of the time. Okay. You can't just do it like this though, can you? I don't know why I thought you could do that. Yeah, you know something else that I didn't actually show before? If you get MFSU, and this works, this is why I thought you could connect them directly, because of this. You can do that, and you can also do that. So if I just turn that off, and you can see it's doing it. Well, I got into one shot. So yeah, in theory, what I want to do is I want to cook up this dust, don't I? I'm going to forget about that. I wonder if I've got to do it on any face. Let's try it here. Yeah. Is that still going to... Doesn't look like it, does it? This is off. Well, I know the default is off, so let me just check where it is. I didn't even see it. Off. On. Off. On. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I can always put it on the top. But there's a bit of a problem though. It is a bit of a problem. It's on now though. Oh well. You know, you get used to these things. Let's get some of this cobblestone pipe on a go. Stone transport pipe. So this is going to be going from here, and I want it going to the top of this thing. Yeah, good. So, everything I need to do is work out how the fuck to get it out. We could try it like... I mean, is that going to even turn it on? Yeah. It's not coming out though. Oh, it is. You know what? The problem is the backdrop. It looks a bit fucked. Let me just get some of this cobblestone out. It might look a bit better this way. I think I placed a piece of cobblestone somewhere. Oh well, I'll place one now. Let me look at this though. Still haven't even made it yet. Let's see what happens when it goes in the top. They always seem to be in the center of the actual pipe. It's still 2D. So that one's going to go... Is that draining anything now? Let's see. It's a machine that needs 16 from the looks of it. It's not getting anything from here. This must be losing energy. No, it's not. It seems to be heating up. So this is outputting 512 from the looks of it. One times 512 packet. That's not. It's outputting 16. Let's do one over a few more ticks. $19. This is going to be requiring more. I think the most it's going to require 32. So basically it's building up. As it heats up, it's building up to supplying 32. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on looking at that particular issue, because I do understand that there is asynchronous packet delivery, but it's still something which is not clear to me. And that's just gone off. I guess maybe it's accurately telling me the stuff. And in theory, you can just loop this around. This is why I quite like the idea of looping it around. And then we have the other thing as well, which was Mass Fabricator and Recycler. Let's look at this. Where on earth is this getting power from? That is batshit insane now. It's just default state is on. It's like the opposite of a lever. It's not getting any power. And I think you can just put an MFSU right next to it. And as long as you do something like this. Yeah, I mean, if I just put the right side here. Sorry, not that. If I put it over here, right, I can put the Mass Fabricator right next to it. Let's put a scrap in. Okay, it does produce it at the top. Alright. Let's do what will probably become an old workhorse, the Ultimate Lap Pack. There we go. Because you can do these things. Now what we've got, two recyclers. Because we want to use the iron pipes, you need two recyclers, right? Say we've got some transport. I'd use these because otherwise it'll get all fucking confused. What is this stuff? No, I'll get onto that another time. Let's not do that. Yeah, that's kind of pointless when you think about it because it doesn't even connect to machines. Alright, let me just get this. Can I do something like that? No, I don't want to do it like that. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't actually shown the Mass Fabricator yet, but this is creating UU matter. And UU matter, as far as I know, it's probably not that well represented in NEI. Let's have a look. Oh well, you can always hope for perfect round. Okay, so UU matter, like I say, is let's have a look at it. Prize a million EU for it. Yeah. I haven't actually seen this interface before. But anyway, that is something good. It seems there's a lot to NEI actually. A lot more than you really tend to see it. But even with this, you know, giving it absolutely shitloads of power, it doesn't do that well. I mean, it's not like racing up. Go on, give me another stack. It does race up much faster with the scrap. And it probably would do well with the forcisium as well. Let's try putting a load of that in. Yes, it's do nicely with both of them. So yeah, I mean, like I say, iron pipes, right? Iron transport pipe. Now we may need this wrench for this. So what we need to do with this is, the problem with these pipes is if you just put them in, they can just end up going whatever way they fucking want. So to prevent that, what you need to do is if I put an iron pipe right in there, you can see that it's got three things here. I wonder if I put a stone pipe. I may have slightly put that in the wrong place. But basically what you need to do is you need to understand that yeah, I put this in the wrong place. I think this is sort of like what you're looking at. This sort of, it goes to two intersection points and then there's three, and you need to know an iron pipe might be better here. I hope so anyway. It doesn't seem to make sense, that, because it seems to have all three of them. Aha. No. So there we go. So now if I just put an inventory here, right? And yeah, I always think this is for the engines, but let's be honest, none of this shit ever works. No, I know I shouldn't say that, but it does seem that way sometimes, to be honest. It may just be that it's not the way to power it. Yeah. Let me just fill this in. Let me go back to survival. I prefer it on there anyway. So yeah, to get power, I'm just gonna power up from here. I wonder if I can just power it from an MFE actually. No, it won't. It requires so little that it won't work. Now I'm doing a lot of random shit today, aren't I? But you know, I mean, in a way, this is kind of like trying to prep me for the real stuff. No, when did I say I wanted you to do that? This is the only thing that I can actually half the time get to work. There we go. It seems if you're in the right orientation, that's fine. Oh no, I don't even need to do that. You know, this way at least I'll actually have a fairly steady stream of energy, rather than just one bat box, which could run out. Okay, I think we can use lap. Advanced lap pack. Good. So that can be our charging source. Yeah, it's good because you don't actually need a bat box, which is kind of handy. Ah, shit. Hope I didn't fuck anything up there. No, I didn't. So we look at what we've done here. Let's see what happens when we try and recycle crap. No, I think we need to use overclocker. And that's one thing I'm going to be covering in the next episode, the difference between these overclocker things. Definitely doesn't take that though. There we go. I may have just absolutely fucked it there. But as you can see, it's not actually extracting it. And the reason for that is because I haven't put it on the bottom. And that is where it extracts from. Luckily, the rest of the system is fine. So if I just... That may be a problem here. This may be a problem. The problem, of course, is that I haven't got a wooden transport pipe here. Sure, it's easy to get messy with this shit, isn't it? So I don't really like the fact that the wooden transport pipes are meeting up there. Oh no, they don't. That's what I was actually concerned about. So what we'll do is just put a redstone engine there. You see, when you do it next to the wooden transport pipe, it knows where to point. I didn't actually want to go into the floor here. This is, I mean, like I said, I like to do the videos like this, but I mean, to be honest, I think I just like it like this, really, for being honest. So these are going to go pump that. Right. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that setup. Why is this stuff not coming out though? That's what I'm wondering. That is curious, that. Because it's not the bottom anymore. That may be what it is. It's on the right hand side, so I get the feeling it is actually a side that we need to output from. And that kind of sucks. But there's only one way to test it. So imagine we're coming out here. So we want to be feeding this. Let's feed it. There we go. Alright, so we're not going to want this one down here. Oh no, we are, sorry. Yeah, we're not going to want this one down here. Let's just fill that back up. But you can see, right, is that because I've made a bit of a mess at the beginning bit, what's going on with this piece? Basically, it knows, the most important thing to understand is it knows once it reaches this intersection, it's not going to go here, and if it comes here, it's not going to go there. It knows to go this way because this, in this block, we can see that there's two dark faces and there's one there. So yeah, I mean, that was really all I wanted to show, you know. And there is, I mean, I do like the idea there are systems where we can use the induction furnace and the macerator together. And it's pretty cool, to be honest. This has run out of juice now. And the iron pipe's obviously very useful. Making UU matter is going to be very useful. You know, like if you wanted to do something like you know, if you do it in an eye like this, you get some, iridium plate, which is very hard to find. Iridium ore even. And from there you can make the plate, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, that's just like, it's I think I've kind of, you know, it feels good at the sort of level that we're getting to now. Yeah, iridium plate. So I'm fairly happy with that. And what so yeah, what I'm going to do next time, I'm just going to keep on going through the things really. I haven't looked at some of the low voltage stuff. I may need to look at that. But that is all for now.